And look, the other thing we're chasing up, we're looking for an astronomer. I said an astrologer, and then I thought, oh, that's star signs, isn't it? What's it called? Sagittarius A. And so we found a new black hole, right? And it's not, it's not where I lose my iPhone and the car keys, or my mask.
Did we find a new one, or we just confirmed that there is one?
Look, I don't know, but you're into this stuff,
Yeah,
Paul. You're a bit of a stargazer.
I'm a black hole.
Yeah, well...
Not even light escapes.
Okay. So I'm sorry, do you get excited when you hear a story about a black hole?
Yeah, I do, actually. The most curious physical object in the universe is a black hole.
And what is it?
It is a point of infinite density.
Oh, okay. We've got to go further here now.
Here's an example. So you've got the Earth. We know how big the Earth is. Was it 40,000 miles circumference, something like that?
Yep.
If we reduce that, compress that with all the mass of the Earth into the size of a marble, that would be a black hole.
So they're not very big?
Well, no, they can be huge. But the point I'm making is you can see all the matter that makes the Earth has to be compressed into that size for it to become a point of infinite density and a black hole.
Okay.
But they can be gigantic. They can be, well, I think the biggest one discovered is like 20 times the size of the solar system with 300 billion masses of the sun in it. So you imagine the gravity that comes from that. Nothing can escape, not even light.
And that's why it's back. And how are they formed, Paul?
Well, they're formed by supernova explosions, Sean. So you imagine a very big star.
My jaw's just dropping down now. You're pretty good at dealing with, things going fritz on the desk. So I'm just now getting...
You've got to have hobbies, right?
It's like my own online Neil deGrasse Tyson I got sitting just through the glass there. Without the woke, yeah.
Okay, though he's coming round, I see now. Yep. But so you imagine a gigantic star, bigger than our star, massively bigger than our star. And if you've seen the comparison of star sizes, some of the videos on YouTube, you can see how big they can get. Our star can look like a tiny speck next to the biggest ones. So when they expend their fuel, they can't or generate the energy that they do through their lifespan. They collapse on themselves. Yeah. And that forces everything into a very small space. Right. So gravity collapses on itself and creates this point of incredible density.
Okay.
And that becomes a black hole.
What happens to black holes over time? Do they just hang around forever?
They slowly evaporate. But it takes trillions of years.
Okay. And what would happen if I was to poke my finger in a black hole?
Well, you'd never get near it because there's an event horizon, which is the boundary of
I thought that was a movie. What? There's a movie called
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
So if you are traveling towards a black hole, I believe time slows down.
Can you just tell Ben that we don't need to find an astronomer because I've got you now and I'm in the... Okay, so
think of it like you're heading towards a waterfall.
Yep.
Now, at some point, you can paddle away from that waterfall.
Yeah.
But you cross a line, and it's an invisible one. You don't even notice it, where all the paddling you do won't stop you going towards the waterfall.
Yeah.
That's the effect of traveling towards a black hole.
Okay.
You get to a point where you're going in, baby.
And that's
no matter
the
what.
event horizon, is it?
Yeah, when you cross the event horizon. Over that horizon, nothing can escape, not even light, which does 181,000 miles per second velocity. So you can see the gravitational effect is incredible.
Okay, and so what happens to me when I'm in the black hole?
You get spaghettified as you go in, so you get stretched.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
One end of you, the one pointing towards the black hole, will get pulled away from you. So you will look like, in the moment you go in, this huge stretched out rubber band.
So this isn't something you come back from, going into a black hole. It's probably fatal.
Yeah, it's fatal for, whole solar systems can be sucked into a black hole.
Okay, now I'm getting worried. So Sagittarius A, is this like a risk to the Earth? Could we fall into this?
Well, no, it's so far away, Sean. It's in the middle of the galaxy, and our galaxy is 125,000 light years across. So, it's going to take, what? Divide that by 2.
Yeah.
I know about black holes, but I'm not very good at math on the fly. To get to the nearest star...
But
which
if it
is
was
6
tricky,
light
like
years
the
away, is
coronavirus...
40,000 miles, 40,000 years to get there at our current speed. Yeah. So it's forever to get there.
Okay, but if it was tricky like the coronavirus, like Ashley Bloomfield said, it could come looking for us.
Yeah, it could target us, couldn't it?
Okay, so but you're relatively relaxed about Sagittarius A.
Oh, yeah. Every major galaxy, though there are some that have been identified now that don't have a black hole at the middle of them, but every galaxy pretty well has, and they vary in sizes, a black hole at the center of the galaxy. And we all kind of rotate around that.
Okay. Paul, that was really, really good. Unfortunately, you couldn't tell me what went wrong with that video call this morning, but you know,
went into a black hole, sure.
I knew he was going to come back at me with that. Fascinating. I've just learned a whole new thing about Paul. I've been sitting there, we've been dealing with crises and our own broadcasting black holes this morning.
There's one more thing.
Yeah.
The information paradox related to black holes. In physics, information can never be lost. So if it goes into a black hole, where does it go?
All right, that's like my car keys now and my cell phone occasionally. Oh, I think we're going to have we got a song we can play? I have to get my mind back together because I'm looking at you like it's like Stephen Hawking's in there without the wheelchair.